Hey guys, happy new year. It's Stephanie Oki again. Today I am making a very basic natural soap and I am smiling right now. The reason I'm smiling is because this is my first soap in such a long time, in literally over 1 year. And I am so excited to share this with you. I am so sorry that I have been away for this long. Just so much has been going on. But guys, I am back and hopefully here to stay. Actually here to stay, not hopefully. Now, if you're new here, yes, you're probably new from the last 1 year. And despite the fact I haven't even uploaded anything, you've joined, you've subscribed to my channel. I am so grateful for you. Welcome. Let's get right into it. So what you see there is my hard oils melted, and then I added some coconut oil to melt that in my hard oils. Now the hard oils were shea butter, cocoa butter, and lard, and then of course coconut oil. Now I'm going on to add my liquid oils as I always do, and I am adding now olive oil. I'm also going to be adding, what else? Castor oil, because that's another oil I love to soap with. It adds to that lather and makes your lather much richer. So now once I have mixed my oils, I will just go in and measure out my lye, measure out some citric acid that I usually use just to kind of improve my lather and combat soap scum. And there's just going to be so much more. Now let's talk a bit about the soap I am making here. Right, this is my citric acid. I am measuring that out. I'm going to put some water. I'll dissolve that before I go on to measure out my lye. Now the soap is a turmeric soap. This is a great soap for face and body. So this year I'm probably going to be focusing a bit more on more natural soaps, and that's because I'm not selling as much as I used to before. I will probably do some artisan stuff using natural soaps, or maybe even colors, just whatever I feel like, but just expect to see a lot more natural soaps because I love them, I use them, and I like to use them on my face. You know, I like to use those natural soaps on my face. Turmeric is great for evening out the skin tone, and so it's a soap that is just really gorgeous, guys. Anywho, let's get back to this. So now we're measuring out some lye. I already had my water pre-measured, and then I'm going to dissolve that lye in the water very slowly. Remember, like I always say, pour lye into water and not the other way around, and just stir that gently until it dissolves. Now guys, I haven't soaped in over a year. So this literally felt, guys, I was so nervous when I was doing this. You'd never believe that I was somebody who did this all the time before. Like, I was so nervous. I felt like a novice. I soaped hot, guys. Like, I didn't even have patience. And of course, you know, if you're a soap maker, it requires patience. I didn't have patience. You can see I checked the temperature. I did everything hot. So things moved pretty quickly for me, and the design I had in mind was not able to come out the way I wanted it. So now, of course, I'm just mixing in my citric acid first into my oils before I go on to add my lye. So everything moved fast. I was going to do a drop. What's that thing called again? See, guys, I've forgotten everything. Is it a drop swirl where you kind of pour it in and, you know, it comes out looking really cute? I couldn't do it, guys. You're going to see all of those errors, but you know, as we always do in soap making, we turn our errors into something good. We're mixing in the lye now, that beautiful mixture, getting it to a trace. But of course, being a new novice again, because I'm a novice now, I ended up stick blending for too long, and then I ended up with a really thick trace, and you're going to see that. I still loved my design. I still love my soap, and I can't wait to use it. But guys, that drop swirl, is it a drop swirl? Guys, please leave it in the comments below if it's still called a drop swirl or if the name's changed. But here I am pouring my batter into my mold, and you can see there just how thick it has become. I soaped really hot, guys. I wouldn't advise you to soap hot, especially if you're going to be doing a design. If you're going to be doing a plain soap or just mixing things, totally, that's fine. You can see there that I mixed some turmeric into the rest of the batter. I was working very quickly here, and you can see just how tough it was to actually even get that turmeric to incorporate, but somehow it turned out okay. And then I ended up just kind of splattering that in my soap mold and trying to form whatever design I was able to form with a little skewer. So no, I wouldn't advise you to stick blend too much or even soap hot like I did here. But then that's my mistake. Again, I'm more or less a novice again. You see that? Remember, my channel is about showing you my soap making as is, with all my mistakes, all the quirks, and whatever comes with my soap is exactly what I show you. There's no perfection on this channel. If you know me, that's what you know about my channel. And this actually just shows that if you leave your soap making for a while and get back to it, it's just like any craft, you're gonna have to start relearning. So yes, this is what it turned out like. I ended up doing a second design there that I did not record, but that turned out cute, and this is how it came out. It was a bit too hot, it was starting to crack a little bit, but it came back to form. And now I'm just going to go on and cut my soap up, and you guys will see what it looks like on the inside. But this is a beautiful soap. I would recommend this, especially if you're a starter. Remember, I'm more or less a novice. So if you're new at soap making, if you're new to soap making, you can make a turmeric soap, a plain turmeric soap. The reason is you don't care too much for the design if you're new to soap making, so you can always just do this. It's a beautiful soap. It's great for your skin. Oh my goodness, great for your face. If you are acne prone, this is a good soap as well to use. So this is a great soap to start with if you are a beginner. I do have some beginner recipes. I'm gonna leave a link to a video up there. If you're a beginner, go on and watch that video. And there's a recipe in that video as well, so you'll be able to learn and make a soap for yourself. So this is how my designs turned out. You can see, again, just with those skewers, it still formed a nice beauty. Soap is always beautiful. If you're a soap maker, you learn to appreciate whatever shape comes out of this. This is art, right? So it's still so pretty, and I just enjoyed looking at every little design and the uniqueness of each and every bar that came out of this. So now the next day, again, by the way, I had to wait 24 hours before cutting up my bars, and I had to wait another 24 hours before beveling and stamping. I was gonna bevel here, but since I'm no longer selling these soaps and these are for personal consumption, I thought to myself, maybe not go through that extra stress. Guys, you know, because this is all brand new again, I really was just not even in the mood to start beveling. So I just went on to stamping because I do like to see my soap stamp. I like to I like to remind myself that I made these soaps and this is creamy Suds, and it's the creamiest of Suds and the nicest of Suds you ever find out there. So yes, I go on to stamp. I spray some alcohol on my stamp before I hit that with the hammer, tap tap tap, and that's how these soaps turned out. Now if you've watched to this point, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and you've learned something today. If you have, do leave a comment below in the comment section. Once again, thank you so much to my new and old subscribers. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.